Am I a dick for being pissed off that Garrett was sitting next to me at a restaurant on Saturday night?
Hello, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
It's a 15-minute morning show.
This thing ain't going to be 15 minutes.
Why? You think it'll be less?
I'm telling you right now.
Take it back. How long, Scotty?
Maybe 9.
9.
9 minutes from Scotty.
You don't think we could go for 15 minutes?
I don't, but let's see.
Well, we're down 2 people. We're down Elvis and we're down Nate. So they might contribute, 3 minutes apiece each of content or conversation. Then maybe we will be short.
We got a lot of topics ready.
There are a lot of topics ready. Scotty wants to do Am I a Dick If?
Yeah.
And the answer is
based
yes.
on his face, I feel like the answer is yes, he's a dick.
Well, I mean, it's always yes if you have to ask the question, I think.
Okay. No, not always. What is this? Basically, am I the asshole?
Right.
Wait. First of all, we have to introduce everyone. Skeery's here.
Hi, how are you, everybody?
We have Garrett.
Yep.
We have Danielle.
Hello.
We have Scotty B.
Yes.
And we have me.
Maybe we should have invited more people into the room.
Where is everybody?
Like Sam and Diamond. Like, where are they?
Deanna's in the back. Deanna, tell everybody.
Deanna, tell Sam and
tell 'em.
Diamond to come in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll help us decide.
And
if you're a dick.
Allie's here too.
Wait a second, Danielle. Deanna's the camera person. That would be like telling somebody on
Froggy's here.
a
Froggy's
live network
Frog, you
television.
here?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Froggy.
That would be like telling
right.
someone on a live network television station, "Hey, put down the camera and go
Yeah,
run
but
down the
she's
hall."
not in here with the camera today.
Yeah, but she's still on a
She
switcher.
has to do switching.
Oh,
Look,
she does?
See,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
doing that live
Oh, it
right
doesn't
now.
switch on its own?
No.
Oh,
You
shit.
thought
I thought
that?
it switched on its own. That's what I thought. I thought that like it was maybe like voice activated.
Like Zoom?
So when Gandhi talked and she was saying something, it went to you.
Like our
Do you know
Zoom-
what I
our
mean?
Zoom room does that.
Right. Like that's
Sure.
what I thought
That's
it
a
did. I
compliment to
didn't know that-
Deanna, though.
Dude, we need to get better equipment. She shouldn't have to be in there hitting the buttons.
It's called the
constantly.
switcher. It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's
it's
an
like a
actual
newsroom.
Yeah,
It's more reliable than the voice
on.
thing.
Switcher, I didn't even know her.
Danielle.
See, I think we can get to 15 minutes.
I think so too.
With this kind of quality,
That was
we
great.
can do it.
I love how you thought it was like a robotic automated
I
thing.
totally
There's a
did.
person
Like
here.
Scary's like there. I'm talking. Gandhi talk.
Hello.
See, and then now we should go to Gandhi. There you
Hi.
go. See.
So what Deanna's doing is she's listening for who's talking, and then she's switching the camera to that person.
And Scotty's leaning in, but there's a camera right in front of him.
No, I
Where are
can't
you?
see the screen from here.
Oh,
We
okay.
can totally just
No
like
robots. No
confuse
robots.
her by hello.
Hi, how are you?
She's good.
Hey,
She's
here
very-
we are.
She's very
Hello?
quick on it.
Oh my
Hi,
God, we're
me now.
So
confusing
what
her.
does she do when we all talk over each other, like pretty usual?
I know.
How fast can Deanna switch the cameras on the video switcher?
All right, Scotty, why do you want to know if you're a dick? What'd you do?
Okay, so speaking of Deanna, she's allergic to everything.
Okay.
So am I a dick if
Yes.
Yeah.
I knowingly eat something she's allergic to around here? I mean, like I was
In
in
your
the,
studio?
I was in the mood for peanuts.
Okay.
So I went and I got a bag of peanuts.
Okay.
And then she came to my door and was about to push in. I was like, oh, no, don't come in. But, like, should I try to avoid eating things people are allergic to or just, you
No.
know,
Well,
go about
that's-
my day?
No, you're in your little cubby hole. I feel like if you were in the main studio, it's
Yeah.
kind of different because she has to come in here and, you never know. But you're isolated.
But if
by
I went out into
yourself.
the hallway and went, does peanut
Yeah.
dust come out of my mouth?
don't
I don't know
know.
how that works.
I think it depends on how allergic you are. Like, is she allergic?
Yeah,
to,
she's very
Can
allergic.
she not be around it at all?
Nope, can't be around.
Yeah.
Then maybe we should
But
be
he
a
did the
little
right
more-
thing, though. He told her, even though
Yeah.
it came across as like, I don't want you in here, it was because he
Right.
was looking out for her.
And
so.
you're kind of in your peanut-free table over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I always eat alone.
You should put a little sign on your door. Nuts could be in the air in this room.
That's a different.
Nuts are always in
that's
the
a
air in this
sign
room.
For something else. Glenn.
Non-allergy free studio.
Yes, this is a non-safe
His nuts
space.
might be in the air. Just
Hey,
a
Scotty,
His
got
berries
your
were in the
nuts
water this
air.
morning.
I'm go
What'd you
wash
say,
my
Frog?
berries. Anyway, okay, I'm a dick.
I don't think you're a dick for that. I actually
No, I think
nuts
you're
are
a
in
dick
the
for
air.
other things, but not that.
Exactly. When he set it up, I thought he was going to bring up multiple other things because
right.
he is.
All right,
You
so
know
then
what else I would
am I a
like-
dick for being pissed off that Garrett was sitting next to me at a restaurant on Saturday night?
Was he just sitting next to you?
No,
What pissed you off?
he just sat at our table the whole time and then dumped drinks on my girl's friends.
Oh no! What?
Yeah.
Garrett.
This is Scotty. Just again, I understand why Andrew.
Carmine?
Yeah, I understand why Andrew hates you sometimes.
Oh, wow.
Andrew actually loves him.
Yes.
Go
but
ahead, Garrett.
Scotty was having dinner because he was taking his daughters and her friends to the SZA concert. I was going to a later show. I went to go to a Broadway show. So I said, hey, I told our friend, hey, it would be funny just to sit me next to Scotty.
Hilarious.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, first off, Scotty turns into typical dad mode where he doesn't talk about poop or farts or anything. He sits there with his collared shirt and cuts the food and
you
like
save that crap for us, Scotty.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I told them that I would sit at the bar and just let the four of them sit alone. I didn't want to intrude on their girl thing.
So they're all sitting there quiet around the table, and it's a very loud restaurant. So as I came in, I sat down, and they got served their food. So I'm like, let me serve your food. So I started serving the food to everybody, and then this one girl lifted up her plate. She didn't lift it up high enough, and she spilled soda all over her pants. Then Scotty like, oh,
She
you
did.
big dick. You're a big
you
dick.
spilled it or she spilled it?
She spilled it because of her plate.
Garrett
you
spilled it
say?
because he was trying to be a server. She could have gotten her own chicken.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
But
This
then
is
on
a tough
top
one.
on top
because
of it,
you never want to sit by your coworkers, right? Like when you go out, like you're at dinner with your family, he's at dinner with his family. You want the safe distance. Like I don't want to be forced to socialize on top of.
he wasn't
what we're already
socializing with anybody. I
No,
was
but you
doing him
came
a
and sat
favor
with him, he
because
said.
I was doing him a favor. He was
You put the clown mask on and you were trying to be like, doot, doot, doodle, doodle, doot, 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 doot.
You were boring dad at that dinner. Like you were sitting there like doing nothing. Like
Because I was trying to let them do their thing. They're TikToking and
Dude,
they're
it
talking
is
about
the
boys.
Opposite in my house. My kids are like, when can Garrett come hang out with us? They call him, they text him. They're like BFFs with him. We're actually going away together, and they're like, Garrett's gonna come with us when we do this. Garrett's gonna come. It's such a total.
All I know is when we
different
walked out of the four girls were like, that guy was weird.
I think it's a different relationship with the boys. The boys get Garrett. The girls
Right.
not so much.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, my son does too.
Yeah.
There you
All
go.
right.
So
Who else has a dick?
I'm a dick.
we never decided who the dick was.
No, I'll tell you how I was a dick. I pray that people don't make the same elevator that I'm in. When I'm in my house, in my building, I live in a high rise. I go into the elevator and we actually have the doors that actually work with the door closed.
Yeah.
If I'm like several steps ahead of somebody, and I don't want to share the elevator.
Is it because you're gonna fart? or
No, because it
something?
has to stop at another floor first, and I'm over near the top.
How long
so
does it take?
I just don't like when the elevator stops.
2 minutes.
So
It's a lot of
You're-
time.
Okay.
That's a dick move.
I'm going to be a dick.
Yeah.
So I kind of run into the elevator and press the door close button, and it works. And then and then they're like, oh, I'm coming. And then I do the fake arm reach, like, oh, hold on, let me. But I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And
While you're
I
pushing the
stick my hand in the thing to try and maybe, save the door make it look like I'm trying to keep the door open. But then
Right.
I don't want to get my hand chopped off. So I pull it back. I'm like, ooh. And they're like,
It's
oh, I'll
fake
take the
wallet
next
reach
one.
at a restaurant when you go to lunch with Elvis.
Yeah,
Yes.
we all
You fake
did
your
like
that.
you're
fake
going to
wallet
pay.
reach.
Yeah,
Fake
fake
wallet
wallet
reach?
reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you
you're
what I
right.
do. I do something that's a total dick move.
What is it?
If I know you have made a mistake and it's going to come back to bite you in the ass, I wait for it to bite you in the ass and then I bring it up. I'm like, yep. you
With
should've done that.
anybody or with people you don't like?
Definitely people I don't like, but sometimes I'll even do it to other people just to remind them, like, yeah, you know what? Too bad, shouldn't have done that.
Froggy, are you sitting on things right now? Like waiting for that
Oh,
moment?
absolutely. Yeah, all the time.
Can you give us an example?
Well, I don't know if they listen to this or not, so I don't want to say that.
Okay, can you give us an
So
example?
let's say
with, like,
that
any of us?
somebody that we possibly knew lived somewhere and they sold their house because they wanted to try and catch the market and make all kinds of money. And I told them that was a bad idea.
Okay.
And they sold their house and now they can't afford to buy a house. And every time they send me a new house they want to buy, I'm always like, oh, how are you going to afford that? You shouldn't have sold the house you had. That's usually my answer.
What is that called? There's a
Oh.
word for that.
Dick.
No.
Right.
It's like Schadenfreude, something like that.
Yeah.
Where you like take
Schadenfreude?
something like that. You like take glee in other people's downfalls.
It's not that I'm taking glee. It's that I warned you that it was a bad idea. So then when you did it anyways, now I'm more vindicating the fact that I was right and that you probably shouldn't have done
so
that.
it's like an I told you so.
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
like it's a reverse I told you so. But Scotty's right. It's also called being a dick.
Being a dick. Okay.
Yeah.
I got one. So if you go to dinner and your coworker's sitting with his daughters right next to him,
Yeah, Scotty's the dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you had an is it you, is it them, didn't you?
well, yeah, and coming home from that show, there was a group of 10 people, and we all decided, it's going to cost a lot to get a van or whatever. So we all took the train from New Jersey into the city. And at the end of the show, late night, one couple drove themselves because they might have had to leave early from, the show just in case. One of the other couples said, oh, can I get a ride? Leaving the rest of us to like schlep back
Yeah.
to go take a train. And we go, well, what? We all live in the same area. Why are you going to do that? So we were wondering, is it a dick move to just tell everybody, all your friends that you were going with, hey, I'm going to take this free ride and screw you guys of getting
that's
yourself
kind
home.
of a dick move.
That's what we thought too.
Totally.
But here's how they got bit in the butt. When they were waiting for the car lift got stuck, so they had to wait an extra 45 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn because like if one couple has a chance to get home a little earlier, but you think you should all suffer together, I don't know. Maybe you want to let the one team go.
Well, they did it like, hey, you going back to Westfield? We're all going back to Westfield. We all live 5 blocks from each other,
So you're
too.
just mad that they got in ahead of you.
Well, not that they didn't get in ahead. It was all like you make a pact as friends. Like, hey, we're gonna suffer together and all go back home together like this. And then one friend goes, nah, screw you guys. I'm going home. You know, like.
Damn.
Wow. I mean,
Skeery would do that in a heartbeat.
on a flight, if I have an opportunity to move up to, like, if I get some kind of an upgrade, I'm leaving my friends in the dust, even though.
Skeery, you let your girlfriend because she doesn't have.
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
because she didn't have
expect
TSA
anything
pre-check.
less.
debatable if that's a dick move.
No, it's not
okay.
debatable.
I suffered and paid for global reentry and for TSA pre-check and for clear. She's had every opportunity under the sun to match me and get the same stuff. I've led the horse to water, but she refuses to drink. She doesn't want to go online and fill out the application. She doesn't want to go to the interview. She's lazy. So guess what? When it comes time for me to go to the airport with her, I'm like, I'll see you on the other side. I'll meet you at the gate because I don't want to take my shoes off. I don't want to unpack my laptop. I want to be able to, because I paid for that. I paid
You go to
for
the
that
gate,
benefit.
you don't wait?
Well, I'll wait. I'll wait on the
dips. No,
other
he goes
side
through.
of security while they're getting the full-on pat down and take off your shoes and socks and all that crap and waiting that long-ass line. I said, I'm going to get a coffee and I'll meet you with another coffee. Yeah, you can have 2 coffees and I'll sit there and I'm going to wait for you to pass by security.
You're a
But I'm
giant
sorry,
dick.
it's not a dick move.
Giant
because-
dick.
It is kind of.
No, it's not. She
You know
refuses.
what? I thought it was a dick move until Skeery just explained it like that he paid for it and went through the deal and she won't do it.
She won't do it.
But here's the thing.
I don't know. I
want
see
to
both
get,
sides.
I want to get TSA pre-check. I can't get an appointment at an airport to save my life. Like, I've been looking forever. It's 3-4 months out. Then I'll book it. Doesn't ever happen. Like, it's stressful. I want to get TSA pre-check.
I said this to her 4 years ago when I got it. I'm like, now's the time. And every trip now is like 20 trips later, wherever we're going. And here she is still. And I'm like, look, I'm not waiting online with all those other people because I paid for the benefit of not waiting online with all these other people. So I'm going to use the benefit. Otherwise, what point is it that I went through all this rigmarole to get it done for myself? I'm sorry.
Still kind of dick.
It's still your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's your girlfriend.
I know.
Yeah, but I see where he's coming from, and I did think he was a dick before, but now that he explains it like that,
Listen,
she has had the opportunity to
will
do it.
leave anyone in the dust at any moment ever.
He
He
will.
should never be allowed to sit in an
Yeah, he
exit
left
row.
Greg T. Greg T. almost died one time.
Yeah, because of the Apple thing, left him on the
Yeah.
side of the road. I was eating breakfast with Skeery one day. Now, mind you, he was in group 1. You're already in the first group. You're going to board. You're going to get your overhead space. He left me at the table to pay the bill while he ran to be the first person in the first boarding
Oh, he
group.
does that every time.
I was
he
like, you
always has to be
idiot.
the first one in that line waiting.
I'm guilty of that too, Skeery.
Thank you. We can't hang around for group 4, 5, 6, and 7 people. This is
I
ridiculous.
don't want you to hang around for me, but you didn't have to be number 1 in group 1.
I
You're
want
gonna
to be
make it on.
No, because sometimes the people steal the overhead compartment space, and I want to make
But
sure
what if
that
you were
there's
number
room for mine.
5? I think if you were number 5 in group 1, you'd still
Yeah, but you
have
might
it.
not get that. You
Okay.
might. But here's the problem.
Could've paid
You
the
might
bill.
not get the overhead compartment at your seat. You might have to walk backwards on the plane. Then when the plane lands, you got to wait for everybody. You're that guy walking backwards
Thank you,
to get
Froggy.
your shit to leave. You can't chance that.
Got to be early. Got to be prompt. Got to get my bag up there.
Skeery will kill us all in an emergency.
But it
Danielle's
does-
already
I got on
suffered.
a plane not long ago. A woman got on. She started rearranging the overhead bins and asking, "Whose is this?" Well, this can go under your seat. My stuff needs to fit here.
Oh.
And she was like rearranging the whole thing. I'm like, wait a second.
Is she the overhead compartment police?
Why
I'm
does
like,
Lisa
who the
do
hell
that?
are you? Don't tell me where my shit goes.
You don't
should
touch
have gotten on the
people's
plane
stuff.
earlier.
You definitely don't touch
Do not
people's
touch
stuff.
people's stuff.
No.
It is also a little dick, though, when people put their stuff
An
in a seat
umbrella,
that's not theirs
right?
on the way. But they tell you to do that. The flight attendants are like, if you see a space, take the space. 'cause
Yeah,
you don't want to get to the
because
back and
it's
not
not.
have one.
It is not personal to the seat above it, below it.
Which
There-
is so
yeah.
stupid.
It should be.
There should
Right.
be.
It should be.
If everyone is entitled to at least bring one carry-on bag, they should have enough space above everyone's head for at least your one carry-on bag. Don't put 3 bags in there, you jerk.
Yep.
But one bag at least, enough space, and it should go.
The problem
when you're
is
near
it
your
doesn't-
seat,
Danielle,
put your bag.
Think about the space. There's only allowed one bag can fit for 3 seats. Because if you're saying directly over, that's one bag. And there's 3 people there. What if 3 people have carry-on bags?
There's room
That's
for
where the
3.
problem starts.
There's still room for
There's
3,
always
though.
room for at least 2 or 3.
No, there
Yeah.
isn't.
Yes, there is.
No,
Yeah, there is.
Yeah?
What airline are you
Yeah,
flying?
on
Spirit?
a regular sized plane, there is. Yeah, I mean, that thing's wide.
So if there's 6 seats across and there's 2 oversized
One on each side. 3 and 3.
No, you line 3 bags up and you're well into the next row.
Well, you're supposed to turn your bag on its side and put the wheels in first.
Yeah.
If you put
Correct.
it flat, you're kind
Yeah.
of being a dick there. It's supposed to be on the side.
And don't
if
be a
it's too
dick
big
with
to
your
on the side-
jacket. Ooh,
Yeah.
will your
Oh.
jacket take up a whole fucking space?
Yeah.
Like, no, your jacket should not be up there taking space unless it
Correct.
fits on top of your bag.
Sit on that shit or put it over your legs to keep
Right.
them warm on the cold
Seriously.
plane.
Exactly.
We're over 15.
Whoa!
Oh, the
Okay.
guy who said we weren't going to make
Scotty was
15 minutes.
wrong!
I don't
did
care.
it.
I could be wrong. I don't give a shit.
Scotty doesn't give a fuck.
This is Scotty. Anytime you ask him to do something, by the way, he's like, ugh! Okay, fine. Every single time. I asked him to
Right.
do it around the room. He acted like I stabbed him in the bladder.
No, well, I was doing something, but it's okay.
Okay. Whatever. All right, we're done.
All right, bye.
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 Bye.